Welcome to round 2 of Launch Title Madness. From this point forward, it is all killer and no filler. So many amazing launch titles still remain and are poised to duke it out in Launch Title Madness fashion. Stay tuned for episode 1 of round 2 of Launch Title Madness.
Gaming off the grid, boom shakalaka!
Here we are, episode 10 of the Launch Title Madness mini-series, but this is episode 1 of round 2, and business is about to pick up.
Oh my god, dude. So I have been not looking forward to this episode for so long, but it's crazy because I can't believe this is the 10th one we've done so far. That's insane. So today's episode, it's going to be so hard. We have Fuzion Frenzy on the Xbox versus Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. Then we have Halo from the Xbox versus Super Mario Bros. On the NES.
It's going to be tough. Let's take a look at this first matchup. The oft-overlooked Fuzion Frenzy, an Xbox launch title that was pushed aside as most people were playing the beloved Halo. Fuzion Frenzy's first outing found it dropping a flying elbow on Nintendo Land in a surprising, at least to us, upset victory. Does this amazing party game on the OG Xbox have what it takes to rough up that little blue SOB Sonic the Hedgehog? Stay tuned.
Sonic Adventure was the first mainline Sonic game to offer 3D gameplay and became the Sega Dreamcast bestseller, with 2.5 million copies sold by the tail end of 2006. In the prior round, Sonic Adventure had an easy victory over Nintendo Entertainment System's Excitebike. Can 3D Sonic continue his win streak against Fuzion Frenzy, or will he finally meet his maker?
Makers of what? Poop?
Let's find out.
Face value, this one seems kind of tough because we like Fuzion Frenzy so much.
Yes. But when you look at the launch title and how they did with sales, I know that doesn't all go into the factory, but I think you gotta go Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
See how we just jump right into it.
Yeah.
I love Fuzion Frenzy so much. It's an amazing launch title for the Xbox, but it's a party game. That's all it is. There's no deepness to it.
Yeah, I think basically, whether, and not talking about total sales, but I think Sonic Adventure did more to move consoles than Fuzion Frenzy did. I also think, most people would say that's the better game, and yes. It probably is the better game, to be perfectly honest. We just like the style that Fuzion Frenzy brings to the table.
We love party games. But I will say, I love Sonic Adventure, and I am not a fan of the Sonic games.
Yeah.
So that's how good of a game it is.
Yeah.
You gotta be to like Sonic.
I think Sonic Adventure has to move on.
That was an easy one.
That's a pretty easy one, I think. You'll have to let us know what you think. Obviously, most people do in the comments section below. But let us know what you think of that pick there. But I think most people will be on board with Sonic Adventure moving on. This next one, the next matchup, is where the rubber is going to meet the road. There's no way to not have this be a divisive decision. Halo, Combat Evolved against Super Mario Bros. Let's take a look at these contenders.
Following the video game crash of 1983, Nintendo was attempting the impossible, bringing the whole family together around the TV with a princess, a fire-breathing dragon turtle, and a plumber? Super Mario Bros. Changed the game, literally. A debatable launch title for the NES, as the release dates in North America are convoluted, but you, the viewer, voted it in Launch Title Madness, so...
It is what it is. Of course.
Super Mario Bros. Is cited as one of the greatest video games of all time, but can it stand face-to-face with Halo? Let's find out.
Halo officially changed the game. It's fair to say that without Halo, would Microsoft have been able to insert itself in the home console scene? I think not. Within the blink of an eye, Halo was being played in households around the globe, and LAN parties became a real thing, 4 players centered around a console. It was hard to find a playground or a school lunchroom where kids were not talking about Halo. But on the other side of this coin is another game that changed the game. Does Halo have what it takes to move on in launch title madness against one of the toughest matchups in the bracket? Stay tuned. Arguably equally impactful for their respective consoles and brands.
Yeah, and just genres. They are like the staples. I feel like this should be the final round of Launch Title Madness. This feels like it would be the final round, but because of the bracket, it's not even close.
Random generated bracket.
These are regarded as two of the best games of all time.
Yeah.
Halo started an amazing franchise. It revolutionized first-person shooters. It put Microsoft on the map.
Yep.
Super Mario Bros. Resurrected the NES. It freaking resurrected the whole video game industry with the NES. I know it wasn't just Super Mario Bros., but with platforming, this is so tough because they both did such amazing things for the time. But in my head, I'm leaning towards Mario.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. There's a lot that goes into this.
This is really tough because everyone's like, "Oh no, Halo's way better."
But like just something that I'm thinking of right now in my mind is, because we're looking at maybe close to equal impact for the respective console. Now, when we look at the impact something has, we look at it on a percentage scale to how well that console did. So it's relative, right?
Yeah.
To how well a specific console did.
And also, we're looking back at it and we're not in the moment.
Yeah.
So it's like...
So, like the prior example, saying Sonic Adventure moved more Dreamcast. Well, maybe it didn't move more Dreamcast than Fuzion Frenzy moved Xboxes, but on a percentage to scale of what the Dreamcast did, on a percentage basis, it moved a larger load for Sega, if that makes any sense. But we get people in the comment section that like stirring things up and going there. But the reason I'm leaning this way is I think Mario's legacy is stronger than... I always feel like people are playing the newest Halo.
Yeah, and not going back to the old Halo.
Unless it's like remastered, Like
Yes.
there's not going to be kids probably growing up asking their parents to get out their original Xbox to play the first Halo.
And when you go back and play the first one, it is cool and it is sweet, but it is kind of dated. Now you would think the same would apply to Mario since it's even older. It's not.
Yeah.
It could be because it's a lot simpler, it's not 3D, blah, blah, blah. All these different factors go into it. But man, I go back and play the original Super Mario Bros. So much.
Yeah.
I only go back and play the original Halo when never.
Yeah.
I've only played it because we want to play through all the Halos, you know? That's the only reason I played it. If I want to play a Halo game, I'm going to play the newest Halo.
I just think Super Mario Bros. is such an icon.
Yeah,
it's an icon.
It is.
It's Halo's awesome.
And
I appreciate what it did.
No disrespect, because it's so iconic for its time.
Yeah.
But sadly, it's up against Super Mario Bros.
Yeah,
so.
the legend itself. And I'm sure somebody's going to say, oh, you guys only picked Nintendo games in this bracket. Well, hey, that's just the way it shakes out
and
here.
This is just our opinion in our brackets, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
So if you don't agree, who cares?
Yeah.
It's just video games.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. Moving on.
Moving on. So in round 3, Super Mario Bros. Is going to face Sonic Adventure. Okay.
Yeah. So, and in the next episode, we have got Breath of the Wild versus Super Mario World.
Oh, God.
And a matchup that is centered on the Nintendo GameCube with Star Wars Rogue Leader versus Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, my God. So I feel like both those matches are going to be really tough.
Yeah.
And you know what I do to deal with stressful situations? Is I drink beer. So we got to talk about this beer by Surly. This is And the Devil Makes 3. Brother. This is a dry hopped triple IPA. Comes in at 10.6%. I thought when I was reading the can art, when I was reading the label, reading how much percent it was, and it's Surly, this beer was going to rip my head off. Aggressively, it's not.
Yeah, it's pretty balanced, honestly.
Pretty balanced, an easy drinker. And because I had such high hopes for being aggressive, I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a bad IPA, but this isn't like
but like for like the branding and
yeah.
everything, and like being a surly beer, and like now I'm not saying this is a bad beer. This is very good, but based on the expectations, man, I kind of let down.
The art department was ahead of the beer department.
Yeah,
the brewing department, but it's pretty good. It was a fairly expensive beer. I think it was like $18.99 for a 4-pack.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a stretch. I don't know that it's at that level.
I think the concept is better than the actual taste.
Yeah.
But middle of the road, still serviceable. Good triple IPA, I guess. Yeah. But I wish it was freaking aggressive. I wish the devil was making me 3.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Hey, there you have it. All right, there you have it. Episode 10 of Launch Title Madness is in the bag. Tell us in the comments, do you agree? Sonic Adventure? Super Mario Brothers moving on? I think we're going to get a lot of hate for this Halo decision, and I get it. Halo's awesome.
Yeah. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
It is. I just... Super Mario Brothers. Like...
And it could
worldwide phenomenon.
And it could be because just our nostalgia for the game and everything, but these are our decisions. So... But you go make it right.
You know, we like opinions though. They're like assholes. Everybody has one, and they know how to use it. We appreciate you hanging out for this episode of Launch Title Madness, and we'll see you next time, right here on Gaming Off the Grid. Hit us up in the comments section below. Let us know. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure, Super Mario Brothers, are those the games that should have moved on? It's really tough to see Halo go.
Try again.
In the prior round, you found out that your mom is a hooker and your dad is the mailman. No, I shouldn't say that. There he goes.
Room.
Yep.
The devil makes 3.
Ooh.
And, what does he say? And then
I feel like I almost lost my grip there. That's gonna really mess up the taste of this beer when it doesn't get inside of it.